Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, from like, I'd start getting ready at 6 a.m. I wouldn't get home till 10. And, you know, I was back out in the streets again, but, you know.
Right. Well, so is Luke a good kisser?
Y'all
we have a picture.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
We hung out Saturday night and then Sunday night. And there was just a little peck, nothing.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody that, but I can't hold it in.
See, that's how it is.
I'm a
We
bad liar.
draw it out on the couch.
absolutely.
Here, we do. No, but so are you guys? You think you date or?
We'll see. Like we're really getting to know each other. We haven't really had time at BravoCon. It's like everything is about the fans. You will have appearances. You have a very packed schedule, so we didn't even really get to spend a lot of time together. So we'll see.
What about Brian Benny?
Oh, from Family Karma.
Yeah.
That was a kind of a joke because he like made this joke. He was like, "Well, am I going to get a chance?" It was all in passing, and he's just like, "Yeah,
lots of interest though."
Well, yeah, you know, I am on the market, Holly.
I know.
I love how she gets when she talks about this. No, I love this for you. I'm not surprised that you're getting all this interest. By the way, I saw you like checking somebody. I couldn't figure out who it was, but it was somebody from another franchise on stage.
Vicky Gumbelson.
What happened?
So Vicky and I had done an appearance together when I first started Housewives, and they did this panel, housewife to housewife, and they put the OG with the youngest person in the franchise, which like I can see how that was a little shady. But as soon as I sat down, she was like, "Who are you?" And then she just got up and walked right out of the room. And we were supposed to be there for like 2 hours, by the way.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Clearly, you weren't the only one with a Vicky story.
Oh, I know.
Right?
Yes, Kenya came up with fire. I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of fire, Sunday's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes.
It was pretty brutal to watch. So I don't want to give it all away, but there were some issues that were brought up with Candace about Chris and late night DMs that were sent, and Giselle having some issues about him asking to meet with her. It happened to be alone. And Candace is really hurt by all of it. What has happened since then? What do you make of it? Do you know?
Well, obviously, there's a lot more that's going to play out. And as far as that situation went, all I was saying and what I've maintained is that I just didn't think, based on my relationship with Candace, that was an appropriate thing. That was my issue, mainly. And yeah, you know, I mean, if anyone DMs me at 2 a.m, I usually just have like my first inclination is, what are your intentions? But I don't think he was malicious. Or flirtatious, I don't.
Do you think you and Candace
will... are you getting at 2 a.m? Well, I know you're on the market.
No, but do you see why it would be a cause for pause? Do you see what I mean?
I absolutely.
You see.
Without question.
Do you think you and Candace will, I know you guys are working your way back to like being friends or at least being cool with each other. Do you think this will be an issue?
I never say never for us, but I mean, she's had very strong opinions about my marriage in the past.
Yeah.
And I think that now that there's a mirror sort of being put up to her relationship, she's being very defensive. You know.
Come on, it's just her turn.
That's par for the course.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen, that's how reality TV works.
But that's how it is. I mean, it definitely puts a spotlight on your relationship.
Yeah.
So it makes you fix them.
All right. Well, of course she's sticking around. She's not going anywhere, so she'll be here online in the lunch hour. And just a reminder, you can catch a new season 7 episode of Real Housewives of Potomac Sunday nights on Bravo. Wiz?
All right, the 2022 Salute Them Awards, My HBCU Joy, airs this Sunday. It's celebrating HBCUs and today's brightest and cultural trailblazers. And one of the hosts is DC native and actor, superstar Lamman Rucker, hardest working man in Hollywood, and all points in between. This morning, he joins us to talk all about the awards and much more. Good morning to you, sir. Always good to see you.
Good morning. Always good to be home.
So let's talk about, first of all, let's get the awards. Tell me about the awards and why do you think it's so important?
Well, I think from the jump, I mean, the title, Salute Them Awards. So, you know me, my heart is service and anything that's connected to excellence, period, but in particular Black excellence. We're talking about the legacies and pride and the quality of the HBCU experience. So hashtag My HBCU Joy. You can also go to salutethemawards.com for more information about the show. Again, October 23rd, 7 o'clock. But yeah, this is really just about shining on those who are doing the work and are being exceptional, and that's who we know we are. That's the consistency and the standard of that we're accustomed to. So we're just talking about some of the folks who've been doing some exceptional work for a long time and in the most recent future.
All right, and we're talking about Missy Elliott, Reverend Jesse Jackson, and Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock.
That's right.
Just some of the honorees.
That's right.
I mean, this is a big deal, and it's important to get that out there. You're always talking about your service, and I know you do a lot in front of the camera and behind the camera, but you're big into service. You're from Duke Ellington. You give back to the community a lot.
I mean, typically I'm here around this time to do another salute, which is Final Salute Inc. It's a whole nother initiative really focusing on our female veterans and serving those who have been displaced and been homeless and that kind of thing. So again, salute to them as well. So I'm all about my salutations, man. So yeah, I love this area, love this community. So every opportunity to come here and do this work beside, beautiful brothers like you and some of the other incredible people in this community, it's always an honor to come back.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the other work that you're doing. The Black Hamptons just started up, so tell me a little bit about that.
So the Black Hamptons has been doing exceptionally well. Right now, it's just a 4-part limited series that we did for BET. So again, in conjunction with Tridestin Studios, Carl Weber, who wrote the script, now also has a book. And, Urban Media Books is his company. So just a great, show about, again, the legacy of Black people, Black excellence, and Black families and community in Sag Harbor, which a lot of people don't even know existed. So it's always been nicknamed the Black Hamptons. So this is set in that community. And, we're kind of like going through some family, squabbles from the jump. So it's, kind of an old school, new school dynamic. So I play a wealthy high-tech CEO. Me and my wife and family, we have a summer home there in the Hamptons, but we kind of get into it with another kind of successful, wealthy family there because they're kind of resistant to us coming in the community. We ruffle the wrong feathers and all hell breaks loose from there. I saw one scene where you, it'd be your sister-in-law. Your sister-in-law came to visit with her back, just showed up out of the blue. Yeah, but shout out DC Zone, Black China, got to give her some love. Right. She actually does a great job. Yeah, so as soon as I see her, man, I'm like, you wouldn't even take her bags. You didn't want her in the house. Nah. Aunt's kind of petty. He got issues with her. So, yeah, he was being kind of petty. He's like, no. So, normally he'd be a perfect gentleman. But for her, man, he's so sick of her and her shenanigans. She's been a troublemaker for him and caused issues with their marriage before. So, she's just kind of young, little immature. She uses us. She uses us for our money, our access, and the privilege that she has being around us. But, I think over time we'll get the chance to see her evolve and see that character go through some things. And, you never know. But so please, follow Black Hamptons BET at Lamman Rucker Official, also on Instagram, Tridestin Studios. And again, much love to Carl Weber and his incredible pen and his creativity and all the other wonderful writers we have on the show, the whole crew. So we're looking for more to come. So please, tell BET you want more. They want more Lamman Rucker. Well, you want more Black Hamptons than BET. I'm just icing on the cake. You know what I mean? I'm the cherry on top. The whole cherry. I'm just the cherry on top. All right. Well, we're out of time. We never have enough time when you come here. Of course not. All right, so you have to come back more often. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be back. I'm also doing a national tour that's focusing on Black men and mental health. So please, for more information about that, you can go to Just Heal Bro, at Just Heal Bro, or justheal.co to learn more about that. So it's a national tour touring the country, really just, breathing love and life into our Black men and boys and, normalizing therapy and just giving brothers a safe space to really express themselves and, deal with a lot of things we've been managing and challenging, also to celebrate ourselves, not just to deal with trauma and trial and tribulation, you know what I'm saying? So, man, so out here, having fun, just doing my duty, as a child of God, man, and, all about saving lives and loving on each other, brother. So it's a good time, hard work, but it's worth every minute. Absolutely. You're a good dude. You're always working hard, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right. This morning, we've talked about the award show. So, again, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. So, coming up next, Ralphie is back. We're going to show you a sneak peek at the first teaser for the new Christmas Story sequel.
With the kids. Here is CVS Health, where they're working to eliminate the pink tax to ensure we don't pay more than men for the same thing. Because women's razors are just razors.